UOIT Ridgebacks. Gordon Smith here on OUA.tv. Thank you very much for joining us here this afternoon. The first game this afternoon took place at 1 o'clock. It was a 1-1 draw between the women's squads. It is now the men's turn here this afternoon. Number 10, Gabby Bitar. Number 12, Tareq Hamad. Number 15, Kelly Lowry. Number 16, Kelly Lowry. Weekend it was Ryerson defeating Toronto yesterday 2-0 to put them at the top of the standings. And Evan the Ravens that 1-0 lead. And a wonderful start for Carlton. And it will be Politis now starting things the other way. Gets the ball played across on that far side to Hamad. Hamad in possession, plays it into Asari. Asari looking for the Ridgebacks. I'm sure the first 10-15 minute plan was just to contain the Ravens and frustrate them a little bit. Mello plays it wide to his fullback. It's inside though, cut out nicely by the Ravens. We'll just have to go back now to Hamad. Hamad inside nicely to Lowry. Lowry, lovely one touch. Played nicely to Mediscus. Mediscus can't bring it under control though, and it's Mello does well just to nip in front of him there and get it hooked up all the way into central midfield. Kobisa does well, gets it back to Hamad. It's now want to see that 5 of the top 10 all coming from the OUA, of course, more than likely involved. The ball whipped in. Tristan St. Pierre plays it back with the header, and number 12 there just a little bit midfield. And it is Hamad doing well to get the ball now to Kobe. He cuts back to his teammate inside now to St. Pierre. In their build up from the back, 35 yards from their own goal. 12 minutes gone here in this first half. It's Carlton 1. Ball's on that far side now with UIT Suklal. An overlapping run down at the left flank looking for some support. He plays a 1-2 inside. And that was with number. Asari does well. It's a big lad, Asari, in central midfield. Big physical specimen. Last weekend they lost the first game of the season. A 3-2 defeat to Toronto. That gave Ryerson a little bit of hope that they would be able to possibly attain that number 1 seed, but Stefan Karyavanovic leads with 9 goals, and Dario Conte, Jimmy Arabido tied for the lead in assists with 5. And they're looking to build on that this year. Hopefully go a step further, get themselves into the championship conversation. Well, Antonucci was the player for UOIT that went off. We can see him on the bench right now on the treatment table, just getting attended to. So, obviously picked up some sort of a knock. And that's why number 15, Mazray, right-hand side, Suklal does well. Brings it under control. A free kick given, though, against the Carlton Ravens. Hamad. The ball breaks into central midfield. Laurent Clark plays a nice little ball for Edic. He can't bring it under control though. The ball's now once again with the Carlton Ravens. Very, very comfortable. Ganath, and it's swept out all the way on the far side by Edic. Suklal can't catch up with it though, and it will be a throw-in for the Carlton Ravens, who lead 1-0. 20 minutes remaining here in this first. Carlton Ravens here in 2018 on October 9th. Top 10 Tuesday success against the Ridgebacks over the years. And that's continued so far here in 2018. Yard box though, Mello gets it knocked away as far as Laurent Clark. He cuts inside. Plays the ball now to Jagannath. Jagannath ball isn't the best. And able to come up against some of these big teams that when you get into national championships, and OU has no effect certainly on the 2 teams here this afternoon. Nippes, RMC Laurentian taking place in Sudbury this afternoon, but if we do get a result, we will certainly give it to you. That game kicked off. Begley, right foot, he sweeps the ball out on the far side. Laurent Clark, can he keep it in play? Yes, he can. It looks like it will be a throw-in though for Carlton. Laurent Clark thinks that the ball's played now back to Mikhail. Mikhail, right footed, gets it into Hamad. Hamad inside to Asari, nice one touch. That a little bit earlier, Huash down this left-hand side was in a good position. Here, right-footed, penalty spot area. It's ahead at the back post area. Hamad underneath, keep things under control and in possession at the back line. Hamad now decides to go on a run. He cuts back away. Politis is open down this left-hand side. All sorts of space. Huash wide up, just offers so much protection so far here this afternoon. Hamad knocks the ball out into touch for a throw-in. Left-footed will just drive it all the way up for Walcott to chase after, but McHale gets there. He's had a wonderful ball's played into Kobisa. Kobisa back to Hamad. Hamad will just cut it inside now to McHale. Brion Skeet plays the ball out wide. Hamad will just let it run into touch, and it will be Hamad with the throw in. Karivanovic, lovely first touch. Oh, terrific ball played inside for Huash. 4-3 formation. It's working very well for them. I think this is the furthest forward offside Huash. I think this game is the furthest forward. It's very odd to see him there, but it has to be said that Junior Asari has been forward a little bit more. And it is the aforementioned Asari. Sukla launching a ball up into the Ravens half. Hamad plays it back to goalkeeper David Monk. Gabi Bitar had continued his run to the edge of the box, didn't get the return pass. And it's now Karivanovic out to Huash. Huash. A short throw this time to Lowry. Lowry back to Hamad. Hamad up to Asari. Asari a little nudge in the back. Huash does well to get it to Bitar. He's got to play early. Karivanovic is onside. He's off to the races. Edge of the 18-yard box. He plays it into the bottom left-hand corner. And 51 minutes gone. It's now Carlton 2, UOIT 0 played. It's now Burton down the left-hand side. Hamad just trying to hold his ground. Nice defending by the Ravens. Sukla all right. And we may be looking at 3-0. Sorry, it was Kobisa on that far side, not Huash. It's now with Lowry. Edge Carlton just tried to hug the touchline here on these attacks. And they're really making it. Coach Pavan Mosavat, who sees his team down 2-0 here early in this second half. Karivanovic right foot on Nipissing, as both those teams now have 14 games apiece, 2 games left and 3. He does! It's blocked nicely. Hamad though gets it first, plays the ball out wide now to Karivanovic, 1v1 against with Tristan St. Pierre in midfield, plays it to Hamad. Hamad knocks the ball on this near fight for Mazzotta to chase after for that 6th and final spot here in 2018. UOIT look like finishing this afternoon of ridiculous proportions here this afternoon. Very, very much in control here today. In control. That all it's doing is just creating spots in midfield, exactly like that for Gabi Bitar. And Kulic is in as well. Gabi Bitar, I think, being left on the field possibly to pick up his hat-trick here. Vacated. Hamad now plays the ball inside. Zurich plays it wild over number 8 Entisari, who has come into the match. Burton gets the ball back to Sukla. Sukla right-footed. Gabi Bitar just buzzing around that 18-yard box, looking for any half sniff of an opportunity for his need to see out 2 games next weekend against Queens and RM. For Kobisa, who's had a solid game as well on that flank. Hamad almost caught in possession, plays it back inside now for Kobisa. Just enough. And the breaks to Hamad. Hamad now to Zaruk. Zaruk for Brion Skeet to chase after. Lovely play once again by McHale. He's been an absolute rock back there this afternoon. McHale does well to block that. Plays it to Hamad. Hamad right-footed. Down to away. You out to Mazzotta. One of those weird ones where you're offside, but you play the ball in your own half. But either way, bossed it away. Strange one there. The only thing I can think of is that maybe it was given against a big number 18 Kulic, possibly for a foul, but I really didn't see anything that away you had done wrong. And you could not have asked for a better weekend. A couple of fairly routine games. You were able to get a lot of what you would maybe classify as your non-starters, your reserves into. He's had another look at his watch. Time surely must be very, very close to being over. A nice little ball by